So we are streaming live on YouTube at the moment. And I am so grateful for those of you who are here. Hi, Tina. Hello. Miriam, nice to meet you. Hello.
Ray.
Hi, sweetheart. It's good to see you. I've got a lot of makeup on. It looks like I've got a lot.
You look lovely.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I have this lipstick called, what's it called? Volcanic Red. And I thought with that huge volcano that rumbled in the East Timor, wherever it is in the Southeast Asia, I thought, okay, in honor of this, I'll use that.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. So yeah, right on, spot on 2 o'clock. I will just allow just a few more minutes for people hopefully to come in. And first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to take this opportunity to communicate with my guides and your guides, to really receive the benefit of being in the presence of spirit and being in the presence of loving energies. And Lord knows we all need that. We all need the presence of love in our lives. We all need that comfort. We all need the reassurances. And I'm honored that you have chosen me as someone to go to receive that love and that reassurance from. I am humbled and grateful every day, every moment, for all of the people who support me in my endeavors, whether it be in my healing endeavors, my channeling endeavors. It is just an honor for me to have you here. So Sylvia said, oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the body image video last week. And I think, and Sylvia just posted a question. She believes that it's Gaia ascending. Most definitely. I mean, Gaia is ascending every moment, and there's no stopping it. These are just little bursts of energy that needed to be released from the collective and from her and from all of us, really. So this morning, I've been grounding and grounding and grounding and grounding. And usually before I do anything, I always, whether it be a healing or something like that, I go around to my crystals and I just touch them and I see which ones want to come to me for the session. So I did this with my collection today, and very interesting. Everything I touched was protection and grounding. This is an obsidian point that I have now. I don't know if this is a point that was carved or if it came like this, but obsidian is volcanic glass. This gave me a big hit. I have this necklace / pendulum that is shungite, and this gave me a hit today. I have a black onyx little guy, and this gave me a hit today. And I have a shungite pyramid, and this gave me a hit today. The other thing is that today is 01222022. And funny enough, this morning on Facebook, I just put up, this must mean something. There's too many twos in this equation, in this date, to be something. And in fact, I guess in Europe, where they flip it around and they put the date before the number, it's 22 012022. So like the 2 2s are at the end. So I guess it's however you want to interpret that. But I definitely got, I thought it was a great synchronicity that Spirit chose today for the Q&A. Because I always do everything with Spirit. I have a little calendar right here on my desk, and I went across and I was like, when am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? And they didn't choose it for tomorrow, the 23rd. They chose today, the 22nd. And I usually do these on Sundays. I don't do them on Saturdays. Go figure. Everything is divinely timed, and it's quite amazing. So the other thing that I chose to check in with Spirit, and I've been doing this when I heal. I just saw the clock. It was 11 minutes, 11. Okay. So another thing that I do when I heal, I've been taking these essential oils with me and offering them to my clients when I do these weekend expo things, and I get people coming to me in person. And present time was the oil that was chosen for today. So we are getting messages from Spirit, got to pop in my ears, that we need to be protecting and grounding today, because Black is also protection. It's energetic protection. We are bombarded. Remember that. We are bombarded with a lot, not just from our conscious, but from the subconscious, from the fourth dimensional realms. The lower fourth dimensional beings are constantly on our cases. And it's not that we should be in fear, because we are divine creator beings. We can blast them away with no trouble. The trouble is that we consciously do not remember. So this is just a little reminder. Put things in front of you. Remember. Protect, ground, and be aware that this is transformational time. We are in a transformational time. The most exciting, most wonderful, most marvelous, most difficult time in human history. Because now as a human race, we are realizing that we have been giving away our essence, giving away our divine essence, and acquiescing to manipulation, coercion, and control for centuries and centuries and centuries. So here we are, and here we go. All right. That's good. Let me see if anybody else came. I don't know. See who's here. Anybody else? Leah, nice to meet you, Leah. Ning, nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here. Sherry's here. Julie's here. Hi, Julie. Great to meet you. Great to see you again. All right, my friends. So I'm going to begin by let's call in all these energies that we want present with us. I have already brought forth the healing power of Jesus. I have already brought forth in my realm Metatron, who is one of my primary guides as well. And now let us call forth the Ra Collective to be with us. And if you want to, just take a moment to call in any beings and surround ourselves with the love and light of the one infinite creator to bring forth true alchemy and change in our dimension for the elevation of our human species and of this beautiful planet that we call home. Hello and welcome. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective. Our dear one has had a very, very active spiritual morning already. She has, and she understands, she knows, she has staved off energetic attacks already on her body today. And she has allowed for us to free flow all morning in her energetic being. We wish for you all to be aware that your conscious intention is at its utmost important at this time. What does that mean? You create for you a spiritual ritual that not only surrounds you with love, but calls in assistance, the troops, whatever it may be. Clean your space, cleanse your space, protect yourselves by either using these tools that Mother Nature has given you, that Gaia herself has provided for you. These stones, these crystals are technology meant for the inhabitants of Earth to use. So be aware of them and use them. They are your tools. They are your gifts from the Mother of all creation on your realm, on your planet, to assist you in these difficult and hard times. So that is our first message for you today. Our second message for you today is something that occurred with our dear one earlier today when she was on another call. We wish for you to take into consideration all the ways that your beautiful species has been coerced into damaging itself. And the one way that was very subtle, but has permeated all throughout, let us just say, the first world countries, all these countries that have more abundance than they know what to do with. We wish for you to be aware of the foods that you eat. Please be aware of the foods that you eat. Your energy comes from the sun. Your life force comes from the sun. Comfort is a state of being. It is not something that you should over rely on the senses. Understand that we do not wish you to suffer. That is not our intention. It doesn't mean that you do not wear comfortable things, that you do not engage in practices that bring you comfort, but just be aware of the perceived actions of food intake and what it really does for you. The foods that you take in, are they to your highest and best good? The ego will say it sure is, because it tastes so good. It's warm, it's creamy. You know, anything that you want that is pleasurable to the senses, of course, in the moment, it is going to be wonderful for you. And yes, you are experiencing something very pleasurable. You hear all the time that this is a dimension of pleasure, that this is a dimension of experience. But we are bringing to your awareness that while you can indulge in your pleasures, there is the other side to that pleasure. Remember, you are in separation, you are in duality. There is the front side of the coin and there is the reverse side of the coin. So what you get from the seeming pleasure of the moment, you will have to deal with the reverse side of the coin. So be very aware, be very present when you make your choices for the food that you consume. You have been heavily indoctrinated into this way of living across the board. And one of the things that you have been programmed to do, and very unintentionally so, is to consume foods that are not congruent with your highest energetic good. We wish for you all not to walk forward in fear and say, oh, is this bad? Should I eat it? Because this dear one does that all the time. She begins to get into fear mode when it comes to what she should and shouldn't do. But that is not what we wish for anyone. We simply wish the conscious awareness and the looking at the emotions behind what you choose to consume with forgiveness and love. And if you need to consume something that is outside of the realm of benefit for your physical vehicle, consume it. Go ahead and consume it. But just be aware that down the road, you will have to do something to combat the side effects or to combat the ramifications of consuming what is pleasurable on the tongue. And if you are okay with that, and that's the important part. Live your lives, dear one, live them, but simply be aware of the manipulations that you have been enduring for centuries, dear ones. We love you. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective, and we welcome your inquiries. Okie dokie. Well, that was that. Are there any questions? I'm happy to start taking your questions today. So if you have a question, simply unmute and go ahead and ask.
Yes, I have a question.
There you are, darling. Hello.
Hello, hello. I just want to know whatever my guides have to share with me now.
Yes.
What is on the highest good?
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, my friend, I am so honored that you're here with me today, and let us see what your guides have to say to you. Aha. I am Isis. Yes, dear one, you know I am here for you. I am here for you. Dearest beautiful daughter of mine, you are working very, very hard. You are trying your very best to bring into manifestation this new earth, this energy that needs to be brought in. And first and foremost, we commend you. You are a diligent manifester, bringer of light, portal of energy. That is who you are, dear one. Once you are here asking your guidance about what is best for you, we want you to just open your awareness to the signs and symbols that are around you. Open your awareness to the signs and the symbols that are around you. You are an incarnation of flesh and bone. You are an incarnation of flesh and bone, and you walk on this earth and you interact on this earth in the place where you are for very, very specific reasons. So our advice to you, dear one, is while you do incredible manifestation work, pulling down energies from above and giving them out to the world in your own very beautiful way, we want you to look for the signs and the symbols. The signs and the symbols will be there to guide you to your next step. So go outside, walk around, look around you. That is our advice to you. Go out and physically move, drive, get in the car and drive and say to yourself, show me the signs. Have no plan. Allow it to unfold in front of you. Allow it to open up like a lotus, a beautiful flower. That is my advice to you as your guidance, as your mother. You are my daughter, dear one. I want for you to be aware of the vastness and aware of the energies that direct you and guide you in a different way. Humanity tends to rely too much on this, too much on this. Yes, being connected internally is very important, but do not discount what it is that we are bringing to you in your own physical realm. That is our message for you, and we love you, dear one. All right.
Thank you. That was beautiful. I have to go outside. Yeah, I do find that when I'm driving, whatever I say, like I'm able to really express myself in a way that I hardly do in any other place. Or when I alone in nature where there is no one around. So
I find, well, you know that I connect so easily when I'm driving. I just connect so easily. And it has to do with the brain waves involved, especially if you're on a very long trek. Your visual stimulus kind of puts your brain in a very focused brainwave, and I don't remember which one is theta brainwave or something like that. And you're just able to really, really open up, you know. Exciting. How is it up in Canada?
oh my goodness. It is we have Canada and we have Quebec, and I live in Montreal. But I believe Canada is already complicated, but Quebec is even more so. And they are really putting all kind of laws, and starting from tomorrow I cannot go to Costco, I cannot go to Canadian Tire because I have to have the passport and all of that. But what I did is that I called Costco and I asked them, what are you guys gonna do? Because I will have to cancel my membership to Costco. And they said that the lawyers are working on the case. So the lawyers they don't want to lose the money, obviously, that's the point. So I will see what is gonna happen. This Sir, beautiful Sir, that I send him love and light, and I surround him with love, that is the Prime Minister of Canada, but especially Quebec. He has very unique ways, but you know what? I am sending him love. I had a moment of despair a few weeks ago where I felt so bad. It lasted like couple of days where I was just, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? What is this? I felt really bad. But then Jesus came in and he was really there for me, and he showed me like, no, this is what he's supposed to do. And then he said, no, God is here with you. And because I was playing the worst case scenarios on my head, and he said, it's good that you have nothing on your own, so you can say, I am doing this because I have this, because God is going to come through you, and he's going to glorify himself through you.
That's it.
So that's the best advice. And then he showed me literally a door open in front of me. So now I just don't think about anything. I keep being the love. I keep sending love to this prime minister, surrounded him with love, being the love, and just being this pillar of light, and knowing that everything is fine. Whatever happens, there will be a door in front of me, and I don't have to worry, because this is not my plan, and especially it's not my my duty. I don't have to have this weight on my shoulders to feel responsible. It is God who's gonna bring me the answer in the right timing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Very, very good. My dear friend in Italy, Max, I think you know who Max, I don't know if you know who Max is. He was texting me every day, twice a day, help, what am I going to do? They're going to fire me. I won't be able to go to work. And then the day that they were going to put the Vax passport, he got COVID. And he got it. And now, because he got it, he has the immunity, and none of those rules apply. So it's amazing how things work, each person individually, but it's amazing. It's amazing how things work out. Okay, my friends, 2 participants raised their hands. Let's bring Leah on, please. Thank you. Everybody else, you can just mute yourselves.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm a little nervous. I'm sorry. I'm having some issue with, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, with past trauma.
Yeah.
The more I spiritually grow, the more all that old stuff just comes right up. And I would love some advice on how to work through that. And would love to know who my guide is.
Okay, very good. And with past trauma, are you talking trauma in this lifetime or past lifetime?
I haven't explored the past. Yeah, I know there's some stuff I have to work on, and I'm looking into doing some healing. I haven't even explored that yet. I had enough in this lifetime.
Bless your heart. Okay, all right. They're shaking me up. Let's see what happens. So they're working on you right now, okay, hon? Mia mahewa yeturu, Mia mahewa yeturu, oh yes, my shuya kutura yateria, Yaseshu mayu makua pa, Yaseshu yoturu kuya mati yaterikea, tura, mama te kuturu chu, isishi, mahumaya tereke seshe, Asishayu makua. All right, I'm just going to go at this like I do with a reading or whatever I do. So that energy, what I'm feeling is a lot of joy and light and love energy surrounding you, kind of showering upon you this sense that you are going to be just fine. You are going to be just fine. Yes, these are times where nothing buried can be held buried any longer. Imagine everyone, including our dear one here, Imagine everyone being sifted like an old somebody panning for gold. We're getting rid of the little problems very easily, but those hard problems are still there. So now that these energies are bringing these hard little problems to the surface, it is simply a matter of forgiveness, dear one. It is simply a matter of forgiveness. These deep traumas, abuses, fears, memories, they are mostly memories. They are mostly being relived at your will. What we mean to say by that is that when these troubles come up, you must say to yourself, what am I still holding on to? What patterns am I reliving that are causing me to still have a tie to that emotional memory? So take a deep look at your current behavior and connect the dots, connect the ends of the cords, shall we say. So if you're reliving a trauma, if you are reliving a memory that cycles through, remember that this is habit. It is habit, and it's hard to understand, but there is a part of you in your current conscious mind that is still needing to feel what you felt in that moment. Dear beautiful child, when you experience trauma, abuse, neglect, etc., it is difficult to understand, but in some realm, you wanted to experience that because that's the memory, that is the belief you held about yourself at the time. You are in a mirrored universe. You attract to you what you believe. So now, having said that, beautiful, beautiful child, forgive yourself of all of those past beliefs, because those past beliefs must be laid to rest. If you still feel like you are in any way, shape, or form in an experience that is similar to what you experienced before, that is bringing up all these memories for you, you need to really take a good hard look at your life right now and say, what patterns am I repeating? Because if I am repeating the same types of thoughts, the same types of beliefs, the same types of actions that I was doing while I was being abused or while I was in this situation that was bringing me such grief and pain, you're still holding on to these beliefs somehow and somewhere, buried very, very deeply, as we said. Come to this moment with forgiveness of yourself, and love yourself. Love yourself where you are, dear one. Love yourself where you are. You are not yet out of those energies. And of course, by coming here and asking these questions, you are saying to the universe that you have had enough. And that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. So do a little bit of work, a little bit of homework on these particular memories, these particular feelings that are coming up to you. Write it down. And we want you to do this. Compare where you were and compare where you are. Say, this is what I am remembering. I am remembering X, Y, and Z experience. I am remembering X, Y, and Z fear. I am remembering X, Y, and Z emotion. Okay. Get as detailed as possible as to everything that you can pull out of what you are remembering. Think about where you were. Think about the situations you were involved in, financially, work-related, emotionally, love-related. And write them all down and compare and say, wait a minute, right now, I don't have that in my life. That's a victory. Boom. Let's look at that. Oh, I still think this way about myself sometimes. I still have these doubts and fears. Let me work on this and let me send myself love. And understand I am a work in progress and it's okay. Because believe it or not, you're going to be a work in progress this whole incarnation. Everyone is. Everyone is. Just do a little bit more homework. Look at yourself a little bit more with love. Look at yourself in the mirror, and see where you are judging yourself, where you are putting yourself down. Be very aware of your thoughts. Be very aware of your words. Our dear one had a huge habit of putting herself down, of self-deprecation. It was a cycle. It was something she did constantly because she had the belief that if she brought her faults to life, nobody else would judge her on them. That was an inversion. That was a very dark inversion. When you shine your light, people are going to look at you for the light that you give the world. They're not going to look at you and judge you. And this ties in with what our dear one did before with this video of self-image. It all is where you are vibrationally also. If you are in a vibration where these things are constantly bombarding you, these self-doubts, these questions, if you're in that vibration, take note of it and say, I am not loving myself enough. Because once you love yourself and you release all these thoughts and imperfections and all these fears and doubts that you carry behind you like a bag of rocks, once you love yourself enough and you release those binds, those ties to you, guess what? You don't see yourself as being imperfect anymore. These problems fall by the wayside. These problems fall by the wayside. And believe us when we say life goes up and down, energies rise and they dip. There is the, the retrograde, and then there is the advancement. Be aware that it is natural to go through these cycles. And during the low points of these energetic cycles, treat yourself to as much self-care as possible. It's as if you are hunkering down for a storm. You buy what you need, you get a good book, you get some candles just in case the power goes out, and you take advantage of the silence. You take advantage of the self-care. We love you, dear one. We love you. And yes, you asked about your guidance. You asked about who are your guides. At this moment, we will be able to tell you that you are surrounded by angelic guides. You identify with Mary Magdalene, and you have cosmic beings all around you. At this time, we wish to inform you that you are in a wave, let us say, of Andromedan energies, Pleiadian energies, and energies from Orion. And that is what we have to offer you today. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective, and we come to you with love.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Wow.
You're welcome, honey. You're welcome.
Thanks for everything you do, Anne Marie.
There you go. Ah, there you are. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here today. Does that help you? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Resonate?
Yes, like you would not believe. It just, I just wanted to show my appreciation to you and didn't think that this would really come out, and it really is something I needed to hear.
Beautiful.
So thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. All right. I have some questions in the chat. I'll take one. And Sherry, I see you raised your hand. Let's see if anybody else raised their hand. And Tina. Okay, so I'm going to take Sylvia's question from the chat, then I'll do Sherry and then Tina. All right, let's see. Sylvia has a question about work. It's basically hell on earth. Okay, so Sylvia, can you just either...
Hi, Anne.
Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So talk a little bit more about that.
It's a 38-bed cardiac unit at a hospital.
Damn.
Woo, it's hell.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm crying because it's so bad. The energy is so bad.
Mm. Yes, dear one, we understand, and we are so present with you. We are your angelic guides, and we come to you with Yeshua, the healer on earth. And we wish to tell you, you are a special soul. And the reason why you are so special is because you have chosen a path to literally walk among the valley of death, as Psalm 23 states. Lo, though I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. Your rod and your staff are my comfort. When you walk into that cardiac care unit, remember to bring us all with you. You are not alone. You never have been. But again, you tend to forget. You tend to think that you are all alone. And we want you to look at all those individuals in their beds and remember that around each one of their energies is their entire guidance system as well. They are there with the individual, working as much as they possibly can, their hardest and their highest, to assist each and every individual in that ward, on that floor, in that hospital. So when you walk into work, we wish for you not to just see a human. We want you to see not only that human, but see the entire host of heaven surrounding each and every soul, each and every being. And from your will, from your conscious connection to your guidance, call everyone to arms. And we use this word not in a sense of violence, but in a sense of preparedness. You are ready, you are willing, you are able. Activate each soul that's there, dear one. Go to each one and say, I activate your celestial team. I activate your guidance. You are not alone. Be the light for them, dear one. Be the light. Be the light that you are. It is difficult. It is tough. Each individual that you serve has their path and has their contracts to fulfill. You are merely in a system that has manipulated the nature of nurture. This is unfortunate, but do not feel that you are alone. Please do not look at it like it is hell, because if you do, then it will be. You are indeed in the valley of death. This is just an unfortunate reality of the dimension in which you inhabit. But nonetheless, there you are. And nonetheless, you are here. And nonetheless, you are listening to guidance. Allow us to come into you, to surround you. Put us on like the armor of God. Put us on. Use the rod and the staff and meditate on that psalm, Psalm 23. It is a divine scripture that we wish for you to remember. You dwell in the love and the light of God. You dwell surrounded by his creation, by his angels, by his consciousness. You are where you are for a reason and for a purpose. You are beloved, and we love you.
Thank you, Anne. Really appreciate it. I'm on the second time around on the Book of Course in Miracles, which I know you know about.
Mhm.
I think I'm doing pretty good,
Mhm.
but it's like when I'm at work, everything gets forgotten. I even write it on a little postie on my computer that day's lessons, but it just goes by the wayside.
What I used to do when I was at work, I'd write it on my arm, on my hand.
Oh my gosh. I thought about doing that yesterday.
And I actually, it's really weird. Like I came up with this idea years ago. This is really weird, but it ties in with you being, are you a nurse?
No, I am actually the clerk, and I watch telemetry, which is I watch the heart rhythms.
Okay.
And
well,
every single problem on that unit comes through me.
I had this really weird idea. Now, if somebody listens to me and does it, you damn well better give me royalties for it, okay? I had this idea to print the ACIM lesson on a Band-Aid. And it just like a piece that you put on your skin. So if anybody goes and does that and puts them on like moleskin or something you can stick to your skin,
Yeah.
I'm saying you got to give me royalties for that.
Well, if I do it, I'm not telling you. Thank you so much.
That's hilarious. Okay, I love you. Thanks, Sylvia, for all your support. I see it and I appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, love. You're very welcome. Okay, let us bring in Sherry, my one and only.
Ooh, hello, beautiful ones. Big ups to my Course in Miracles sisters and brothers out there. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I have, I'm going to have fun, Anne Marie. So I wanted to first say, when you opened with, we need to watch what we're putting into our bodies. Of course, I was eating, which is why my camera was off. But I wanted to give a little plug for this book that I'm studying right now called The Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret. This is amazing. This guy is considered the father of naturopathy. And I've been doing this for a couple months now. And I've been doing health stuff since 2014. So this is it for me, at least right now. And one of the things that's recommended in here is to do lemon water enemas. So we're just going to have a little conversation because I actually did one today, and I've only done a couple of them because I'm still new to this. And it's like, I have a little weird trauma from like when I was a little girl around enemas because I had bad constipation. But anyway, when the water starts dripping down and I have it going, I get like, I want to hum or sing something. And today, I'm not kidding you, the song that came through and I was just humming it and I didn't know what I was going to hum was the national anthem. Okay. So here I am giving myself an enema and I start humming the national anthem. So my question is to any guides or any beings that want to come in and just, enlighten me, what in the world, where did that come from? Is it tied to something? Like, do I have a message there? Like whatever you can offer. I think it would be great to hear an answer to that question. I love you.
Oh, my dear friend. Okay. I'm losing. That's just, the visuals. Damn. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see what's coming forth. What is flowing freely? What's going to flow out? I am the energy of Michael. I am the energy of what you call Archangel Michael. I, dear one, am a primary guidance for you. What you are experiencing is you are experiencing your life as a soldier, and you are treating this phase of exploration into your digestion as you would attack something strategically militarily. You have such a driven viewpoint. Energetically, you go all out, all out, all out, all the time. This is your nature for this incarnation. So why does it surprise you that when you are taking such measures by many standards would be considered extreme? Why does it surprise you that you are drawing from your military history? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Why does this surprise you, dear one? These explorations that you are so passionate about comes with this energy of militant military drive. And that is something to be embraced. That is something to be embraced. By the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave true proof to the night that our flag was still there. You are loyal. You are divine. You are a true soldier in that you take your orders from the high command. And that high command is truly the command that we all follow. One of source, guidance, of love. And that is who you are. Embrace it. Embrace it wholly and enjoy it. You are surrounded at all times by not only our energy, the energy of the archangel, which indeed you are a fractal of. You are not only surrounded by the energies of the archangels, but you are, of course, connected directly to source divinity. That is our message for you. That is our message for you.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I had tears, I had chills, I had all the things. I have a very connected cat on my lap as well, who always comes when I'm doing healing stuff. And Thank you. Oh, this is excellent, Anne Marie.
I'm so glad you made it. Thanks, babe. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
I so appreciate it. I love you so much.
love you.
All right. Okay, so just mute yourself again, please. And Tina. Tina.
Hello.
There she is. Hello, darling.
Hi, how are you? No, you're good.
Oh, I just raised
Okay.
my own hand. Did I raise my own hand? I don't know. Thumbs up?
Okay. Can you hear me? Yes. Since we opened, you opened with the stones and all that stuff. It's kind of a twofold question here. You don't have to answer both. I've been very curious about Moldavite, the energies and origins. They say it's not an earthly stone. And so I'm curious what kind of info we can get from that. Now I had ordered some Herkimer diamonds and I had gotten them yesterday. So this morning when I was attempting my meditation, I put them in my hands and it seemed like I really, really felt the energy and I was feeling really weird for quite a while afterwards. And I was like, was it them? Was it the food I ate last night that I usually don't eat? So I'm very curious. Was it the energies from these or was it something else? I was actually like, am I getting sick? Am I getting COVID? And I was like, oh, maybe it was the stones. So
What were you experiencing?
I was feeling like very lightheaded, my like equilibrium kind of my bowels got pretty active.
Yeah.
It was strange. It was strange.
Yep.
So I'm curious.
Yeah. I'm going to just share a couple of things surrounding what you just said. One of the things that happens when you get an energetic attunement, okay, which means you, what I'm instinctively getting is that when you connected with those crystals, you received an energetic attunement, an upgrade, let us say. Remember, crystals are technology, okay? They are not just pretty things.
Mm-hmm.
Each one has an intention and a purpose for its existence on this mother planet. Each and every one, as a matter of fact, our dear one has her Herkimer quartz. What did I do with it? Where's my Herkimer quartz? I don't remember what I did with it. I put it somewhere, but I have a Herkimer diamond quartz that I use in my healing every day. Anyway, go back to what we were saying. You received an attunement. You received an energetic upgrade. And with this energetic upgrade, you have to understand that something had to be bumped out, right? So when you attune yourself, and with the attunement, more high light can enter in, there has to be a waste product attaching to our previous question about the expulsion, the cleansing of the vessel. When you cleanse the vessel energetically by attuning it higher, you are going to have a waste byproduct. So how does that work? Your energetic body and your physical body are reactive to each other. So once you received the attunement of higher energy because of the intention of holding them in your palm chakras, you infused your body with the energy of these very, very special crystals. And you incurred a physical reaction based on the new incoming energies. So yes, you will purge. You will purge. You will either feel the lightheadedness, your bowels will flow, your tears will flow, something will release, whether it be an emotional release, that you cry unexpectedly for an unknown reason, or you sneeze, or you vomit, yes, or you expel your bowels, or you expel your bladder. It is something that is going to happen in the physical realm to mirror the energetic upgrade that you received in your energetic body. So that is the answer for that particular question. And as we Anne-Marie goes in and out of channeling states very easily. So currently at this moment, we are channeling, but we are going to draw on her recent experience in Lakeland, Florida, where she met a gentleman who has been called for years to purchase Moldavite. And she learned while she was there the origins of the Moldavite. So Moldavite is a combination of a meteor and the earth. It is a combination of both. A meteor was sent down to the earth and impacted the earth at a very, very high rate of speed with high heat. And it combined with earthen materials and ejected back up into the stratosphere and rained down as a different element. This green Moldavite glass. And this dear one was very curious. She's always stayed away from it because it is extremely powerful. And her guidance was not to purchase it at this time because she was curious. Should she purchase it? She's been intrigued by it. But our guidance to her as she tested with her pendulum was not at this time. So we advise you in your use of Moldavite, and we give this advice to all who are present, all who care. Moldavite is extremely powerful. Some are attuned to it much better than others. It is a technology that is, let us say, very particular. So we wish for you to release the impulse to use it and tune into your own personal energy and really tune into the reasons why you wish to purchase, or even where, or bring into your energy field the energies of Moldavite. It can have strong positive results, and it can also have strong, and we hate to use the word negative, let us just say repercussions to purchasing and being in the energy of the Moldavite. So really draw upon your intuition. If you are curious about something, there's a reason for it. Do your research on it and be very aware that there is false Moldavite being peddled. As a matter of fact, there was another vendor at the same event that had Moldavite that was fake Moldavite being sold for $45 each, a little piece, let us say about ½ an inch square. Be very, very aware. There is false Moldavite. Moldavite is extremely, extremely potent, and it is very expensive. So if you are seeing Moldavite that is being sold for larger pieces for the same amount of money, be aware that that is not true Moldavite, that it is a scam, basically. Moldavite is very unique. There are certain striations to look for in the Moldavite, and our advice to you is that you do not purchase it online, that you seek out a vendor and go to them in person. Test their energies, see if they resonate with you, and again, be very, very aware of the potency of this element. because indeed it is an element that is a combination of an asteroid and the Earth. Very interesting. Very good question.
Very interesting.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Cool. I'm happy. Oh, Carissa put a question. Oh, thanks for monitoring that. All right, so Sherry just posted in the chat that predictions. Carissa asked about predictions for 2022. Let's see. Oh, you people want to know the future. We are the fairy kingdom. We want to talk to Carissa. We want you to just be happy in your moment. But having said that, you know that things are changing. You know that things are moving. You know that things are just rolling along. So the best thing to do for yourself is to just suit up and be ready for the bumps and bruises and be understanding that you have a lot to do with how much your bumps and bruises are going to bug you. We are not usually in the business of talking about future because we are beings of the now. We are beings in the moment, and we are beings that have fun and play and do many, many things to occupy our time that bring us joy and happiness and fun. And we have our work and we do our work and we fight sometimes and we're a little bit spiteful, but that's okay because that's our nature. So once we say that, you can take from our nature what it is that will make you more happy, that will make you more fun, that will make you kind of forget of all the silliness that is happening around you. You're in a false world. You're in a fake reality. That's just a hologram. That's just silliness. And if you understand that it's just silliness, then you'll ignore it and learn to play and have fun with your reality, with the reality that you manifest, with the reality that you create. It's a scary world that you guys live in. Really scary. We don't like it. That's why we got out. It's no fun. It's a scary place. But you're moving closer and closer to us. You're moving closer and closer to a world where it's not like all the time wonderful and perfect, because we get rainstorms and we get wet and we're sopping cold and wet and we have to go by the fire and we have to dry ourselves off. So it's not always farting unicorns and rainbows. But at the same time, we learn how to endure it. And we learn how to say, hey, you know, okay, we're in the rainstorm. Let me feel the rain. Let me play in the rain. Let me splash in the puddles. Let me roll around in the mud. And we make fun and enjoy the hard times. Lightning is scary. Rain can be painful, but it's temporary and the storm will blow by. The storm will blow by. That's what we have to say to you and to all of you. Please don't forget to play. Please don't forget to play and have fun. Well, Carissa, I don't know what to say. That's what came through. You're in like the fairy playground. You live in a fairy world. She lives in the Pacific Northwest. I think that's cool that they came through. So she's driving to the beach to play. Oh, great. I'm glad. All right, Chris, I love you, sweetheart. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Sherry, can you see if there's anything else on there? Because I think we might be complete. Oh, I'm shaking again. Whew. Okay. I'm just going to go with the shaking. Let's see what happens, okay? Woo. Mm. Mm. I am the being of oneness. I am the unifying force. I am, and I am. My presence at this moment is meant to remind you that this presence of I am dwells securely within all of you. I am anchored in your heart. I am anchored in your soul. I am present and with you. I am part of all of this, the evil, the good, the right, the wrong. I am in all of it, experiencing all of it. Do not question my presence. Do not question so much why things occur and how things occur. Understand that it is one of the reasons why you chose to be here at this time, while you allowed the essence of my oneness to you to experience who you are. I am experiencing each and every one of you. And this is why we are here. I am, and my presence is. You are loved. Sorry, my dog is like rooting on the bed. Maddie. Get all flipped out. Okay, wow. Okay, that was huge. Okay, last one, Isa, go for it. Unmute.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. So do you, as always.
I have a question. I know that right now we're going through a lot of changes and they're working on our, this morning I received a message saying that they were going to be working on our crown chakra.
Okay.
All, for the next 2 days, I think that's what they say. My question is there anything that we have to do to help, like maybe like don't drink coffee or certain things that we got to do?
Yeah. I don't know if you were here at the beginning to listen to.
I was.
You were? Okay. For me personally, and I know it every morning when I drink that cup of coffee, that I'm interfering with my connection to source. I know it. I know it. And every damn time but it's like, it's one of these things, these routines, these, you know, it fits exactly with what I said at the beginning of the broadcast, that we're programmed in so many different layers to disconnect ourselves from our true nature and from the benefits of what we have, what we really need for our bodies. So immediately I will say, yeah, caffeine, most definitely. And bringing up a little bit more on that we are sun energy, we are light energy. Think about where the food is in the grocery store. And this is just coming into me right now. How long was it that it didn't see the light? Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like how long ago did whatever it is you're trying to consume actually see the light? So if you're consuming a piece of bread, how long ago did the elements that made that bread actually see light? And let that be a perspective. So if you're eating something that has been in a box for 8 months, right, on a shelf or in a tanker or something like that, you know, just be aware of that. Just be aware of that coming in. Sherry just wrote something, and Sherry's like the food guru. Don't beat yourselves up. Your guidance will tell you what you need to let go of when you're ready. That's very, very true. So, I mean, caffeine has been a really consistent thing in my guidance for a long time. And even like, I'm just like, damn it, what's wrong with me? So yeah, I'm starting a cleanse on Monday. So tomorrow I'm not going to have coffee. But let me tune in to spirit and see if there's anything else for your answer. Okay, Isa?
Thank you, love.
Yes, we are here for you. Oh, I see you. You look wonderful. We are here for you. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective. And yes, Isabel, you are being inundated with high energies, very, very high energies because of what's coming at you from the central sun. So these high energies, if you understood the way that the mechanics of your energetic body functions, you receive energies from the top. You receive energies in through the crown. It is no wonder that your crowns are being worked on or activated at this time. You want to be able to receive and process the energies from the sun. The energies on your planet, if you think about what the planet is, and if you think about what your body is, and if you think about what the solar system is, we're going to allow this dear one to do a little diagram. We're doing a little diagram. So here the energies pour in through the crown and flow through your energetic centers flow through your energetic centers and are recycled. They flow in and go down. Through the energy of the universe, they flow in and go down through the energies of the universe. This happens in your physical vessel. Now, what is happening in your solar system is much like your physical vessel. You have the central sun. You have the central sun. This central sun emits energies, emits energies, emits energies, emits energies as such. So what is occurring at the central sun is occurring on the planet herself. Be patient. What is happening on the central sun is happening to the earth herself. You have poles on the earth herself. You have poles on the earth herself. There are energetic structures in this sun that prove the same. Cyclical cycling of energies. This is what is happening to the sun, to the earth herself, and to your bodies. You have polarity in your body. You have polarity in your body. Each energetic system has a polarity. And it is not just the crown. You have other energetic centers all throughout your body that are being activated. You have chakra points in all of your body that are being activated and going online at this time. Be aware of this, dear ones. Be aware that while the earth is elevating to another dimension, so are your energy centers, because the earth is directing the evolution of her inhabitants. So just as this earth is exploding, so shall you, with your energies, release and explode. So be aware of your crown energy. Be aware of that crown energy. We are your guidance, and we come to you and assist you in many, many, many different ways. It is not only just about actively cleansing you, but remember that you have to actively allow. You have to actively participate, because we only have so much that we can do. So your question was wonderful, wonderfully timed as being the, let us say, the bookend to this wonderful interaction that has happened today between spirit and humanity. We are Ra. We come to you with oneness. We come to you with holiness. We come to you, yes, as those energies that work on you. But just like you are inside your home, you can shut the window and unintentionally keep out the good with the bad. So open up your windows, dear one. Go outside, experience the light, experience the energies coming from the sun. There is no wonder that your earth is being interfered with by the dragon energy that is keeping this planet artificially condensed. Not all dragons are bad. Not all dragons are good. Be aware of that. And we say that with the utmost love for our brothers in that realm, our brothers and sisters of the dragon energy. But there is a serpent, a dragon serpent, that is still active on your planet. And it is just little bits left. Let us say it this way. The head has been cut off, but as you know, just like a chicken, The nervous system in the body is still moving. It's still moving. It's still flaying around. So you will see evidence of that in your media. You will see evidence of that in your sky. You will see evidence of that on the ground and the remaining beings that choose to allow these energies to inhabit their systems. But the head of the dragon has been cut. We love you. We give you hope. We offer you hope. Just breathe, be well, and love yourselves. Love yourselves enough to release the programming. Love yourselves enough to forgive yourselves. Love yourselves enough to love who you are, as you are, in this very moment. We love you.
Thank you.
Okay, Miss Isa, and thanks to all of you. I think we are complete. It's an hour and a half long. We did a great job. And I am so pleased for everyone who came. I am honored, as I always say, to be a part of your lives. Ning, it's a pleasure to meet you. Reach out to me, tell me who you are, or if you want to just communicate with me. Thanks to all of you who are present. Be well and be blessed on this beautiful, special day. I love you. Thank you so much. Mwah.